do you know like the history of that landmass before it was divided? So before the landmass, give me that too. Yeah, you good. So before, yeah, Simeon and Levi. So before the landmass was divided, right, between Haiti and Dominica, you had a landmass called.
How y'all doing, sis? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. What's your names?
I'm G.
Your name is what now?
Dysa.
G. Dysa. It sounds like you're saying Spanish in your name. You're Dominican. What about you, sis? Kwani? Kwani. You look Dominican too. All praise to the Most High. So when y'all look on this sign, right? What do y'all see the Dominicans on this sign? Because this is a sign of who the Israelites are today and what they're being called in their lands they were colonized at. Do y'all know that y'all ancestors were colonized? Y'all don't know that. How old are y'all? You're 15. Okay. What about you? About 15? You're 20. So you may know a little bit more, right? So do y'all know that y'all been colonized as a people? Because what is the language that y'all speak? Spanish, right? So before the conquistadors came over and taught your people Spanish, what were y'all speaking? This is something we don't really think about, right? But the Bible explains all of that. Why? Because look on this sign. Where you see the Dominicans at? You see Dominicans on the sign? That means you're from the 12 tribes of Israel. God said the so-called the tribe of Simeon is being called Dominicans today. His child called Simeon are the Dominicans. That's y'all. I fall up on the American blacks, Judah. God said the 12 tribes of Israel are these people right here, but they're being called American blacks, West Indies, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to give me Isaiah 65 and 15 real quick. Y'all come on over here real quick. Come on over here real quick.
So he was talking about Simeon and Levi, right? And how today they're known as so-called Haitians and Dominicans, right? So, but in history, do you know like the history of that landmass before it was divided? So before the landmass, give me that too. Yeah, you good. So before, yeah, Simeon and Levi. So before the landmass was divided, right, between Haiti and Dominica, you had a landmass called Hispaniola, and all of them together were one nation of people. But then you have us breaking the commandments, which led to what? Divide and conquer. So now they split that land and said, oh, y'all are this and y'all are that. Well, before y'all was brothers, but now that's in your mindset that, hey, listen, y'all not supposed to be getting along with each other because he's a Haitian and you're a so-called Dominican. And now y'all got to go at it. And they do it by skin complexion too, like, oh, you're light skinned or you're dark skinned, so they make a difference that way too. And language. So they divide them both by what? I speak this language, or I'm this color, or you speak this language, or we can't get along. We different. They make it seem that way, but truthfully, we're all the same people. It was just what happened through our different colonizations that they divided us up. It's called divide and conquer. And it's right here in the Bible too. We're going to read it for you. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren.
They're what?
Are brethren.
But I thought they want to divide us. But a lot of times, do the so-called Haitians and Dominicans, do they get along? They don't, right? What is that right here?
Simeon and Levi are brethren.
If they're brethren, that means that they're siblings. They're related. So they're supposed to be cool with each other. Like if I got a brother and I'm cool with my brother, I ain't gonna hate my brother. So we're supposed to be the same way. It says Simeon and Levi, or the so-called Haitians and Dominicans, are brethren. Go ahead.
Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation. So what that sound like? Yeah, y'all know, y'all pretty familiar like with voodoo and whatnot. So that's what, when it says the instruments of cruelty, it's talking about voodoo. So with the Haitians, it was called voodoo, and with Simeon, it was called brujeria or Santa Maria. Right. So that's what it's talking about when it says the instruments of cruelty. So we got to make it plain for our people, because you will read that and be like, I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about like a torture device or something. No, it's talking about the different types of voodoo that they practice. Because you go over there, it's pretty obvious that they do it. They be looking for chickens to sacrifice chickens or like blood offerings or whatnot. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about those different voodoos and brujeria and Santa Marias that is going into. That's the instruments of cruelty. So remember, Simeon and Levi are brethren, but by man they divided them, said they're different. But God says otherwise. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
Right, so that's what it's going into. So don't let anybody ever say or try to convince y'all that, oh, Dominicans and Haitians not supposed to get along. That's just what happened through what? Through systematic slavery, right? And also through us breaking the commandments. The main reason that we went through all of that is for us being disobedient against the Most High God's commandments.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word,